Hi, welcome to here. Thanks for joining me here. I am feeling really good vibes. We had a Buddhist chaplain, Chen Sing Han, come and I got to share a few hours with her, and the overall message of care, compassion, and courage is coming through to me, and I really just wanted to share that here. Tallulah is here gnawing on her sweetgrass treat. Um, Freshly grown, not freshly grown, but homegrown sweetgrass for her. Anyways, yeah, so I wanted to share just mainly about courage, but how courage really leads you onto this path of experiencing care and compassion from others like no other. It really is this simultaneous shift as you confront the anxieties that are making you scared to experience a singular or set of moments that when you think about it, you're like, I don't actually know what I would be scared of experiencing here. But that anxiety still creeps in. So I want to talk about sitting with that, less about sitting with it and letting it go. For me, what has really helped when I do have that anxiety come up to where I'm like curled in a ball crying and my stomach really hurts because I am dreading this moment of life that, when you show up and it's really not that bad. And sometimes you have to have those days where you don't show up, and showing up is you laying on the couch like that and having to accept it. But when you do have those moments of courage and bravery to face it, it opens up so many windows for you, and you feel this inner peace and ease as you actually do the deed that you were once dreading. But when you show up to yourself with the affirmation of ease and effortlessness, and you allow that mantra to actually take place, and you allow it to take place by letting go of the mindsets of anxiety or of doubt. And I know this is easier said than done, but listen to the root of what I am saying instead of seeing it from a surface level area, being like, oh yeah, I'll let that go. But you have to just say it to yourself, even if you don't feel it. You're like, okay, I'm going to embrace this ease and effortlessness rather than the anxiety. You need to say that to yourself and vow it to yourself. And when the feelings do come up, and as quick as you are to realize it, you replace it with, I'm going to open up to this experience, because anxiety is constricting, it's tensing, your shoulders go up, you want to be in a ball, and that's what's happening in your mind too. And so you catch it right away. You have the bravery to face it, to acknowledge it, instead of blaming it on something else or in the blame game whatsoever. And you're like, I'm going to choose this instead. I'm going to choose this ease and effortlessness instead. And you show up to that event, and it takes courage to show up, and you do it, and you say to yourself, I'm so proud of you for showing up right now. Whatever happens is meant to happen. You may not say a single word, or spirit may be flowing through you, which very well may be happening and can happen. And the only way for that to happen is if you let go of expectations. Let go of expectations. There's no possible way that we can know how something is going to turn out 100%. So instead of lowering your expectations to being like, hey, I'm going to infer that this situation will be really crappy, so when I show up and say if it's not crappy, I'm going to be happy. Instead of that, practice no expectations And really the way to do that is just through training the mind. I feel like all of this is training the mind, and it's looking at, as much as you can, sit with how your mind is operating. You know, we go through hundreds of thousands of millions of thoughts per day. So as often as you can, sit with yourself. Allow for those moments of transition between things. I have a professor who, at the beginning of every class, we meditate as a class together for 5 to 6 minutes, and that's that transition into the class mode, which I think is incredible. And most of my classmates are first-time meditators, and even for them, they talk about this shift that they feel, because it is this mental shift of being into the here and now, whatever that here and now is. So it really is all this mind training and looking at your thoughts and choosing. Choice is, I think, one of the biggest things in this world, in this lifetime. And we have choice of like anything and everything, which can totally be crazy. And I acknowledge that. I was thinking of it today. We're not meant to have so much choice, but we do. And this is what makes this time so special. As crappy and horrendous and scary as it is, we have choice, and we have access to centuries, millennia of knowledge, which has never been done before. I am thinking of Library of Alexandria, so I almost had never done before. I don't really like the word never, actually, so clock me on that. But at least in the last, we would think the 2 to maybe 5,000 to 10,000 years, we now have this opportunity to learn from the past and be like, okay, what can I do that is in my control to make this the best life that it can be? Even if you are in a really crappy, not even one bedroom, if you have to share a bedroom with 8 other people, maybe you have a phone, maybe you have some headphones that you can listen to this. Take the task of, what can I do to make my life even just a little bit better? And we have so much access to these tools that a variety of people have conducted and shared with the world. Variety of people from the most privileged. I'm privileged. Look at my home. To, the poorest of poor that can still share with you this knowledge and be able to relate to you. We have the access to anything and everything. So it comes down to choice, and it comes down to showing up with confidence and courage. And if it doesn't go the way you expected, you have compassion. And compassion in itself is one of the biggest blessings and gifts that we have in this life. So my 3 C's of the day are care, compassion, and courage. We could add confidence in there. What else could we add in there? I'm thinking of a naughty word. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. You get to, as you show up with the courage, you get to watch how confidence, excuse me, ma'am, you get to watch how confidence simultaneously changes your life, and you get experiences presented to you. You get to fully receive experiences that you're like, this was really cool. This was really cool and really aligned, and maybe Spirit's talking through you, and you're like, I haven't experienced this before, and I'm so grateful. And I can see how every time I choose to show up in courage and confidence rather than anxiety, that life alters every single time. A new door opens for you every single time that you show up in that courage and confidence. When you make that choice, the doors align for you every single time. That's my message for today. Thank you for listening, and Tallulah and I hope you have a great night.